Yo,
Yo,
what's good, man?
just starting off my day.
Yeah, I see you got the merch on, looking good.
Thank you, thank you. How's everything been so far?
It's been good. It's been a good festival so far. The last before this was Micah. She did a nail tech demonstration thing. I don't know much about nails personally, but it looked good. The design's really nice. She's really good at what she does. So it was a good time. How
Nice.
about you? How's your day? How's your day going?
Pretty good. Just trying to stay productive. I just got back from the gym, so just
It's all
trying
about
to
working out.
get the routine going, right?
Yeah, it's tough, especially coming out of quarantine and everything, right? Just trying to stay healthy and keep yourself from continuing to put on weight. I know I put on weight since quarantine, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, it's especially hard to it's got to be a balance too, because working with food and everything, man,
Hmm.
it's so
Thank you,
easy to
Dan.
sustain.
Supporting straight from Gaia Online.
Thanks, Danny.
Oh, do you know who this is? This Danny person?
I think he's one of Dean's friends.
Oh, also, shout out to Dean, a fallen soldier, could not be with us today.
Yep, he's
Fucking
feeling a little
shot
bit
him.
rough from the second shot, so just gotta
Hey,
let him rest.
need the sacrifices for getting vaccinated. So I'll give everyone a little bit more time to get into live. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about our charity a little bit. So
Nice.
as you know, we are supporting Rainbow Railroad. They're a local Toronto-based charity. They help people across overseas, people in the LGBTQI plus community escape persecution and find salvation within Canada. If you are able to, please help donate. The donation link is in our Linktree link on the Locals Festival main page. We also have a giveaway attached to the charity. Every dollar donated to Rainbow Railroad will be one entry into the giveaway. If for whatever reason you are not able to donate, but you still want to participate in the giveaway, you still can. Just feel free to follow Locals Fest on Instagram from the main page here. And we have a giveaway post on the main page there. Every like on that post, every share on that post, and every tag on that post is another entry into the giveaway. So go ahead and interact with the giveaway post on our main page here, and get to see what we're giving away for the giveaway. Kind of redundant, but you know what I mean. But yeah, if you're cool, we can get started on the Q&A a little bit.
I mean, yeah, I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Perfect. So go ahead, tell us who you are and what you do.
So my name is Scott. I'm one of the two founders of Blvckbox. I'm a chef de partie full time at a private golf club called the Hamilton Golf and Country Club, and then on the side, my partner Dean and I were doing Blvckbox, which is an Asian fusion inspired kind of cuisine, and we just in turn just we take some dishes that we personally enjoy and try to put our own spin and see if we can elevate them.
Hmm. And I can personally speak firsthand experience. Their food is amazing. Please go and
Thank
check
you.
out their page. Please follow them. Oh, no problem. And please watch out for their next drop. You guys are doing kind of just drops and stuff here and there, right? Just trying to showcase your food a bit.
Yeah, for now it's just gonna be drops. Schedule has been a little bit conflicting, but I mean we're trying to make it work.
Understandable, understandable. So you said you and Dean are kind of heading Blvckbox Eats, correct? How did you guys meet?
Yes. So we met back at another restaurant that we both worked at called Cactus Club Cafe. We were part of the opening team over at the Sherway location, and it was a bit of time before we actually started talking. But once we did through time, just kind of sensed like there was a passion for cooking there with him, and
Mhm.
we started hanging out every now and then yeah, like there was a point in time where we kind of just went our own ways after I left Cactus Club, and I guess during the pandemic, with the lockdown and everything, a lot of restaurants
Mhm.
shut down. Hours weren't exactly available, so a lot of us looked to other ways of paying our bills and making that money in the meantime. So at So for me personally, I kind of decided I was gonna start doing like a takeout service on like my days off, do almost like weekly or bi-weekly drops and try and get things going. And with multiple partners and prospects having the talks and everything, a whole bunch of those just kind of fell through. So what ended up happening was I got to a point where I was ready to start my own and just do it on my own, just suck it up and just push through it.
Mm-hmm.
And funnily enough, right before I was setting up everything to start planning, I got a message from Dean and he approached me with the same kind of concept too. So from there, I set up a meeting with him right away to just kind of like see what kind of ideas he could bring to the table, and likewise with me. And it
Mm-hmm.
just kind of it went more than smooth, and it just took off from there.
Nice. Great minds think alike, clearly. You guys both had the same idea and just came together, fusioned it like your food almost, and, making magic nowadays, which, again, I cannot stress enough how great your food tastes.
Thank you. I
Um,
really appreciate it, man.
yeah, of course, no problem. So, how you said you worked at a golf course, correct? At a country
Yes,
club? Yeah.
yes.
So, like, how is it with like the Welsh restaurant industry working there? Like, because I know you said you worked at Cactus Club beforehand. I'm sure you worked at other places
Mhm.
as well beforehand. So, how is it like working in the restaurant industry?
I mean, for the most part, it can be stressful, but it's a lot of fun at the same time. It's really fulfilling for me to be able to help have a hand in creating a bunch of dishes that just bring happiness to people. And I
Hmm.
mean, like what does it for me is being able to see and experience like watch these people have like take the first bite of out of these dishes from like features to like what's on our daily menu, things like that, and just watch their faces light up because I mean we as people in this world we're already so divided as is, unfortunately, but there is one thing that I feel unites us all, and that what it comes down to is just food. We all eat, we all enjoy the company of other people, and we just all enjoy those two in one package, right? And I mean, it's definitely a lot of work. Not to say that it's an easy job by any means, but I'm also like I do enjoy the organized chaos that it becomes, especially on like a busy night.
Hmm. Yeah, I bet. Because yeah, I feel like I hear so many stories, some horror, some great, about like people that work in the restaurant industry and like how like yeah, it's great and fulfilling, but at the same time it is hectic, especially on busier nights, weekend nights. It's like insane, like how many like orders come to the kitchen. You got to deal with the staff, you got to deal with crazy customers, you got to deal with crazy. I'm sure you have. I don't know how it is. Is it like really annoying to deal with like custom orders or like I want this, but I want it like this type thing? You know what I mean?
I mean, I can see it. Like it can be in certain ways because I mean, a lot of these dishes, a lot of thought is put into it in terms of like catering a certain type of experience with it, and just the overall thought process between balancing out all these flavors and everything. And I mean, I personally don't mind it. It's just everyone's palate is different at the end of the day, but I can definitely see it. Like everyone's different at the end of the day. Everyone's experience will be different. I've just alike
Hmm.
I've heard multiple horror stories as well as I've heard the wholesome ones as well.
Hmm. Yeah, I can definitely. And you spoke about earlier, like seeing people, the faces of people light up when you like give them good food. I can definitely relate to that in the sense that I do some cooking on the side. Obviously, I'm not as professional as you, anywhere close, but I do
I
do
mean,
some
your
cooking
food
on the
looks
side.
pretty solid. Like I've seen your Instagram posts. It's just man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, I do a little bit of cooking on the side here. And yeah, it's like even though sometimes I'm up late doing research, testing out recipes, tasting things here and there, I'm screwing up recipes, burning food left and right sometimes, or just like ruining food. This tastes like garbage. This tastes like all right, blah blah blah. It's at the
I
end
mean,
of it when I give it to someone and they eat it, and it's like, oh my god, like they say how much they love it. It's like, you know what? I don't even care anymore. It was amazing. I love the journey. You know what I mean?
Yep. And I mean, I feel like that's the part that a lot of people don't exactly talk about. Like, I can tell you, I can't even count how many times I've messed up dishes where it's like I burnt it or I've over seasoned it or I let things go a little too far, too much of this, too much of that. And it's just so many dishes that I've made myself where I've just thrown out completely. And it's just, I can't do this. I can't do this. But it's that moment when somebody else does try your dish and like their face lights up, just I forget about all of it, and it just makes it that much worth it for me.
You gotta appreciate the high times and like the reactions you get from food and stuff like that. Before you were saying how the whole palate, like how everyone's palate is different. This is a big question, and I know it's very controversial. What do you think about well done steaks?
Oh man.
True opinion. We need honesty here. Well done
Okay,
steaks.
you want my honest opinion
Honest
rather than
opinion
my
on well done.
professional opinion.
Yeah, honest opinion.
I personally, so for me personally, I can't do it. I don't like it. As someone who grew up as, I guess, first generation Vietnamese, like my parents only know two types of donenesses and temperatures. It's either raw or it's well done. So growing up on that, I actually had such a turn off to steak growing up because that's all I thought it was. But after
There's no in between for
yeah,
you.
exactly. But then after like my friends showing me what like medium rare and medium is, like I honestly think steak should be enjoyed medium rare or bare minimum medium.
Not even medium well. Not even getting to that area yet.
No, anything else
No.
is just you're getting closer and closer to just rubber.
Yeah, I've heard the rubber tire, leather boots, like all like belt strap, like all that stuff. But yeah, it's definitely controversial. I've seen so many arguments in different forums and comment sections, or someone will cook a steak like medium, like rare, like medium well or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there'll be like one guy in the comments being like, still raw, and then just 20,000 replies. You don't know steak. All you your belts. And it's like, oh god. At the same time, yeah, I can see why some people kind of enjoy steak a certain way. Like, do you whatever you want to eat, however you eat it the way you want. But at the same time, it doesn't taste as good when it's like kind of cooked that far in. You know what I mean? You obviously know what I mean, but yeah. But at the end of the day, it's all personal preference, right?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all personal preference. If you enjoy eating meat well done, like, if you enjoy it, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Like, don't let anybody else judge you for your taste and your preferences.
No, 100%. Do you eat your food how you want to eat it? I can definitely relate to with the whole first generation immigrant living in Canada, because like same thing with my Jamaican background. My parents like beef, goat, chicken, all the meats have to be cooked till they're done.
Yep.
Quick shout out to everyone joining in the live. Thank you for joining us. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let us know in the comment section. We'll try to get to them before the end of the stream here. We'll move on to more details about like Blvckbox Eats. So I know you were talking about like how you guys do drops and everything. You want to like go more into detail about your business?
I mean, yeah. So right now the model goes as we're doing at this point like monthly drops, give or take. Obviously, due to schedule constraints, we are trying to build this up so that we can eventually get this viable to do full time. But yeah, so as it stands right now, the monthly drops do give us the time to kind of rework the menu, take in the feedback from everyone who is gracious enough to support us and try our food and dishes. Because I mean, we spend hours, days, weeks building these recipes and dishes from the ground up, trying to just taste test countless. Like, I can't even tell you how many bows, how many spring rolls I've eaten before the soft launch, to the point where I can't look at bows anymore.
Sick of it. You're like, I can't eat this. Like, even cooking it, you're smelling. You're like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, like, I'm coming home in whatever clothes, whether it be like a double shift after finishing my shift at the golf club and just going there and just I'm going home, I smell like like I smell like bows, I smell like the spring rolls, and it's just like, man, it's it's definitely quite the experience, but
Mhm.
at the end of the day, it does give us the time to carefully plan out and build that experience that we are trying to create without
Mhm.
having everyone in like a restaurant set or atmosphere that we can set up.
Mhm.
So aside from that, it's been a, a great learning experience, a lot of learning along the way. Learning about myself and my skills, just implementing all these techniques that I've picked up over the years, and same thing with Dean as well. And just being able to do that has just been an amazing experience in itself. So,
Mhm. I'm sure it's a really long journey, and like you said, being able to like take all the skills that you and Dean have gotten and come together and make this amazing food. It's like I say again, it is amazing food. So kudos to you guys for everything that you do. And personally, I love how like casual it is. Like it doesn't feel like you're buying like, oh, I'm gonna go spend like $150 at a restaurant when I can get this
yeah,
amazing food made with love from people, local people that I know personally. It's like it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Local admin saying that they're getting so hungry talking about food all day. Apologies. If you're hungry, check out the page. Maybe it'll spark interest, and go ahead and follow these guys and watch over the next drop. What were you gonna say? Sorry. Sorry. You were gonna say something?
No, I had like a quick frame stutter there, just trying to like
Oh, yeah,
readjust to make sure everything's all fine.
it's all good. We got a question here from Roxana Gligor. In your opinion, what's the most underrated dish at Black Box?
I mean, I feel like it's definitely the spring roll. Out of like the soft launch menu, our bows sold out pretty fast compared to the spring rolls, and I feel like it's probably the most slept on dish. Like we sold out the bows and the gelato within a matter of like 2 3 days after opening up,
Hmm.
and we ended up having to restock every both of those midway through the week before the cutoff point, and everyone that I know that tried the spring rolls with the feedback that they gave, like they loved it. I have people messaging me about like the recipe for it, the sauce that it came with, things like that. When are we going to
Hmm.
launch the spring rolls again? Do we do like
I need
catering for
more.
party trays? Yeah, exactly. Like it definitely has an addictive factor to it, and like that's exactly what I fell in love with that dish in the first place. So
I feel like it'd be such a good idea to like hop on like the catering for parties thing, especially with everything opening up. People are gonna have birthday parties, weddings, just big get-togethers, and like kind
yeah,
of hopping on the whole getting catering, having enough food for like 50 people ready to go is like really good. So if you guys do that, that'd be amazing. I feel.
I mean, yeah, like currently we're already in talks with a few people to set up like some party trays and all that stuff. So things have been pretty exciting in that sense. Even though like we're a little bit quiet on our social media right now due to like scheduling and everything, and just trying to balance out all of that at the same time. So
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, if people want to get catering done by us, like that's very much a possibility that can happen.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just got a quick message here. So I'm just gonna do a quick plug if you don't mind.
Sure.
Thank you again, everyone, for joining here. We are local festival. This is Flame Fest. Thank you for joining. We are raising funds for Rainbow Railroad. They are a local organization helping people in the queer community overseas escape prosecution from violence and harassment. Anyone that is able to donate, please do. The link is in our link tree on our main page at Locals Festival here. We also have a giveaway associated. If you want to enter into the giveaway, um, every dollar donated to Rainbow Railroad is one entry into the giveaway. If you still want to participate in the giveaway and for whatever reason can't donate, no big deal. You can still interact with our giveaway post on our main page at Locals Festival. Every like, every share, and every tag is one entry into the giveaway. For more information about what we'll be giving away, please look at the giveaway post on our Instagram page, again, at Locals Festival, for more information on that. And once again, like I said, if anyone has any questions, comments, please let us know in the comment section here. And I'm going to continue with these questions. So you've been doing Blvckbox for how long, would you say, since you like kind of started it, basically?
I mean, our startup really happened, I guess, like, I think it was like the first or second week of April.
Okay, so a few months now, I guess, right?
Yeah, from that meeting, we just kind of like we had ideas and we just started building up on them, and like we basically have a almost like a full book of recipes to really try out and build up for the next couple of drops at least. So things are still very much going, and we're trying our hardest to just kind of keep up with everything, especially with summer's end around the corner. Everything's just been super go, go, go.
Mm. So how has it been like kind of advertising and get your name out there on social media with like marketing and everything?
It's definitely been a learning curve for sure. Like myself, and I know I can speak for Dean in this sense, we both were never really social media people in the first place.
Mm.
And so a lot of this has been a lot of learning, a lot of studying, and kind of like getting at the hang of like how these interfaces work between like TikTok, Instagram, and all these different platforms to kind of work with, and all the different little niches here and there. But I mean, it's definitely been a fun journey at that. Just kind of just getting the hang of things and trying to get used to it.
Yeah, I feel like ask anyone that's like does a lot of marketing through social media and everything. It is literally like a second job. Trying to stay on top of all your posts, have content ready, getting it to different platforms, engaging with your audience, all that stuff is like nonstop, 9 to 5, not 9 to 5, 24/7 work essentially, right?
Pretty much trying to keep on like a consistent routine or like almost like a schedule of like posting and like building content and everything as well. Like especially with social media and everything, like there's a lot of like food Instagrammers or like social media influence out there that like that do all these different types of niches when it comes down to cooking. And it's just also
Mhm.
trying to still be original at the same time and not always just hopping on like the latest trend or whatever it is.
Yeah, there's always those big TikTok trends. Or what was the last big trend on Instagram, guys? That was probably the cheese pasta, like baking a block of cheese and a bunch of pasta.
Yes,
That was a big
the
one. I know
feta
that.
pasta with the tomatoes and the penne. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was definitely a big one. But yeah, it's not about hopping on trends and trying to get popular. It's about genuinely engaging with your audience and putting out stuff that you like, not just stuff that they will like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's got to be a balance too, right? Quality content versus like I guess quantity at the same time. And just I'm still trying to learn that balance as well. So just constantly learning, right?
Speaking of balance with everything you do in Blackbox, and I'm sure it's really hard juggling the rest of your life, personal life, family, friends, work at the country club and Blackbox. I'm sure it's extremely difficult, right?
Yeah, there have been some difficulties, especially with the state of the industry right now. There's a lot of pent-up demand from the last year or so of just not being able to dine in or even have the privilege of patios anymore. So with everything opening
Mhm.
up, I know a lot of restaurants are struggling to find like the amount of staff to keep up with everything going on. So with being understaffed, that means pulling a lot of long days, long hours, early starts, late nights, and then
Mhm.
trying to balance that out with coming home and instead of just coming home and just, being able to relax, decompress and everything, having that mindset of just getting back into the routine of like, okay, what's the next step I need to do with Blvckbox? What's the next thing I need to do? Whether it be like the social media stuff, whether it be building up on the recipes, setting up like all the other admin stuff from like building the next set of posts, planning out content and things like that.
You need crazy amounts of just organization. I feel like that obviously makes things 10 times easier. And I'm sure starting out is extremely hard, but from what I know, I feel like it gets easier as time goes on because you learn how to balance things and how to take care of yourself at the same time. A lot of people on social media, especially that do marketing and everything, I feel like suffer a lot from mental health exhaust and like, not being able to balance everything. Relationships go to the wayside because they want to take care of their small business, and it's just too much sometimes. So you gotta really be able to take care of yourself, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like, and I do very much support having those, like, setting those days aside for, like, I guess, me time or whatever it is that you need to do to take care of yourself. Because I mean, in this world and in our society, I I do believe that self-care is very, very underrated. We're very
Mhm.
trained to just constantly be on the go, go, go. No time for anything else really. You gotta have your work life, you gotta do school, you gotta have your social life. But what about
It's a
for
lot.
yourself, right? Like everyone's health matters at the same time. If anything, I would say like prioritizing your health trumps everything. Just yeah, trumps everything else altogether.
I agree 100%. You can't run a proper business if you don't take care of yourself, right?
Exactly, exactly. Especially when it comes down to like this line of work too, whether it be like running your own business altogether or whatever you're doing, you need to be 100%, if not more, with whatever you're doing. If you want to do well in it, you got to be at 100% as to the best of your abilities. So that self care time, that me time to just relax, decompress, and just de stress is very much important.
100%. So my next and final question will be, can you tell everyone here a little bit more about your next pop-up event? Maybe talk a little bit about what you're going to be showcasing a little bit?
Yeah, so right now we have a few, like three different dishes that we are currently working on. So these ones very much do draw inspirations from our own upbringings. Dean is currently spearheading so we're both doing sandwiches. And so Dean is doing something that's very Filipino, like sea log inspired.
Mhm.
Something that's not too out there, but also something that very much is very he feels would encapsulate like his background and upbringing as well. And I'm doing the same thing, but with like a more Vietnamese influence to it.
Mhm.
Right now, we're just currently working on the recipes and just trying to figure out how the flavors of everything kind of mesh together for our own respective dishes. And we're hoping to have something to show for it maybe mid August or, well, I mean, it's pretty much August right now. So in the next couple of weeks. So
Nice.
yeah,
I'm excited, yo. Local stress admin, loving sandwiches idea. Yeah, this would be a great idea. You guys heard it here first. These guys are doing big cultural fusions coming up. So please, please, please stay tuned on Blvckbox Eats for more information about that. Those are my questions. Thank you again, Scott. Thank you to Dean as well. Shout out to Dean.
certainly.
Tell him
Thanks for
everyone
having
from
us.
Cat said hi.
Will
Um,
do.
but yeah, thank you so much. Guys, please go check out Blvckbox Eats for more information and um, a timeline on when their next drop will be. If anyone is able to, please donate to our charity, Rainbow Railroad. We really appreciate that. We have coming up at 4:30 our fireside chat with one of our team members from Locals Festival, Chi Chi. She'll be answering some spicy questions and having just a casual one-on-one talk with the chat essentially. So please make sure to check that out at 4:30. And yeah, thank you so much again, Scott. Really appreciate the
Yeah,
taking the
thanks for
time to talk
having
to
me.
us.